What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel for another video. In today's video, I will explain why I have chosen to adopt a plant-based diet. I've been getting this question from a lot of different people asking me to explain the reasons why I avoid animal products, so I thought it would be a good opportunity to make a video today and explain the reasons why I eat a plant-based diet. So let's get into it. So I personally made the switch to a plant-based diet in 2020 when everyone was pretty much in lockdown, and it was actually a convenient time to start a different diet because I was able to make all of my meals from home and experiment with different recipes while working from home and having a bit more time and flexibility to try out new recipes. It's important to note that I did not switch to 100% plant-based diet overnight. I gradually eliminated animal products, first off starting with meat and then moving on to fish and then eventually eggs and dairy before I eventually became 100% plant-based. So I thought it would be good to take a step back and just explain what it means to be vegan or eating a plant-based diet. So this diet actually avoids any animal foods. That includes meat, seafood, eggs, dairy, anything that contains milk or milk powder or any other form of dairy products as well. I'd also like to clarify that a plant-based diet does not mean gluten-free. These are completely different buzzwords, if you want to call it that are included on certain menus that often get confused because they are highlighted specifically. But vegan and plant-based do not mean or have anything to do with gluten-free. I eat plenty of gluten, so they are definitely not related. So there are three main reasons why someone would choose a plant-based diet. The first reason would be for ethical reasons related to animals. So they're choosing this way of eating and avoiding all animal products to avoid any sort of harm to animals. The second reason would be for environmental reasons and related to raising the animals and animal agriculture that requires a large use of land, water, and other resources to keep the animals alive. And the third reason why someone would choose to eliminate animal products would be for health reasons, which is the reason why I'm choosing to be plant-based, which I'll get into more in a little bit. I used to think that vegans only ate salads and tofu and vegetables, but if you've watched my full day of eating video, you know that there are a lot of different foods that are filling and delicious that you can eat while sticking to a whole food plant-based diet. Unfortunately, there's a poor word association with the word vegan, where most people picture animal rights activists or hippies. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there are other people that choose to eat a plant-based diet than those types of people. And today it's actually becoming more popular and mainstream to choose these plant-based options because restaurants are offering them more. They're more available in grocery stores, whether it be mock meats or cheeses. Not to say that these are healthier options to the animal products, but they help cater to our current taste buds that are used to eating meat and still want to have that sort of taste but still avoid animal products. The main reason that I follow a completely plant-based diet is for the health reasons, primarily the cardiovascular endurance benefits. There have been a few studies around this topic that I'll link below if you're interested in reading more about it. Even aside from the health studies, animals that are used for livestock are generally injected with hormones to help them grow quicker and bigger in order to generate more of a profit for these farmers. And usually they're kept in unsanitary living conditions that are susceptible to disease. So I'm looking to try to avoid these products altogether. To elaborate more on hormones in animal products, I've personally found that eliminating dairy products has improved the quality of my skin, reduced acne in general, and also has helped with inflammation in my body that helps improve my recovery time in between workouts. Since I'm devoting so much time to improving my fitness and endurance, I also want to give myself the best possible advantage to help with that training by choosing correct nutrition, which is another reason why I'm choosing the plant-based diet, is to help with that training as well as my recovery from those workouts. Even taking a step back and looking at plant-based diet logistically, plants inherently do not contain any cholesterol. So if I'm not ingesting any dietary cholesterol, which can ultimately lead to blockages of the arteries, I'm bound to have better blood flow to and from the heart. This is also why I try to limit my oil and butter intake whenever possible. Therefore, I'm already setting my heart up for the best possible environment to work most efficiently before I even lace up my running shoes. I also choose to eat a plant-based diet to eliminate any additional exposure to cancer, diabetes, or any sort of heart disease in general. And there have been many real-life examples of people no longer needing certain medications or actually reversing their type 2 diabetes simply by switching to a plant-based diet. Most notably in the current news, New York City Mayor Eric Adams reversed his type 2 diabetes by switching to a plant-based diet and has actually implemented vegan lunch Fridays to all New York City public schools. The last point I'd like to touch on is the drastic reduction of your food bill when switching to a plant-based diet. The most expensive items in a grocery store are meats, seafood, and cheese in general. So if you swap out these items for plant-based proteins such as beans, lentils, chickpeas, tofu, peas, these items are extremely cheap. You can actually buy a can of chickpeas for around $1. So you can really reduce the cost of your grocery bill by eliminating those animal products. So these are a few of the reasons why I choose a plant-based diet and why I think it is most beneficial for my health and nutrition based on my research. By no means am I trying to force anybody to adopt a plant-based diet entirely, but I just want to simply lay out the facts that I found during my research to help you make a better informed decision. There are even more benefits to a plant-based diet that I haven't touched on in this video, but even just a reduction of animal products in general has proven to provide improvements for your health overall. Hopefully you found this video to be helpful and informative for me providing some of the reasons why I chose a plant-based diet. If you have any questions or comments, please write them down below. I'd be more than happy to answer or provide any more context if needed. And as always, please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, as well as subscribe to the channel if you have not already. It is free to do so. Just click subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next Vegan Demon video.